Yeah, Danny, I mean, it's an offer you can't refuse, right? Isn't it? Watching this live on the talkSPORT YouTube channel. I mean, I'm so excited for this, of course. There's plenty of spice. You've got O'Hara and Agbonlahor against Goldstein and Bent. They're already all absolutely blowing from the warm-up, so I'm not sure about how high the quality or indeed the fitness will be of these players. But don't get me wrong, both of them want to win. There's been so much trash talk ahead of this. Andy Goldstein's been saying that his opponents, O'Hara and Agbonlahor, will do well to come second in this game. O'Hara says he's just going to smash the ball straight at Goldstein. Interestingly, with O'Hara, he's never actually played paddle before, but he said, and I quote, that he's ledge at tennis, so he says that he should be okay today. Either way, it's about to start over on the talkSPORT YouTube channel. I'll be bringing you updates during H&J as well. We're about to get underway here at PADEL on Centre Court, and it's live.
Right, give us 1 minute, lads, and then we can get going. Just got to set this up and then get in position.
Huh? Yeah, all good, all good. Shall I just keep this in then?
When they do it.
Might have the edge. Just about a couple of minutes. Back and forth. We'll explain. We'll get Laurie to explain. We're far too shit to explain. So we'll get to explain paddle across the world. This is 15 months ago, I'd never heard of it. Then Pedro tomorrow, I know it's Spurs ball back and I speak left.
Is there a way we can turn them off until I need to go on?
And then I came down to do a run of H&J's, with me for some of them, and Georgia here, the assistant producer, could talk about nothing other than paddle. And of course, like you, Robert, I'm not as long, I didn't know what he was talking about. Just to let you know, I've been watching the World Under 20.
Is that taking it down?
It's cool.
You can't hear that now at all.
Come on, Max.
Hello and welcome to the inaugural talkSPORT Paddle World Championship. I'm Ollie Klink, your commentator for this afternoon. Centre court set for quite the occasion as Andy Goldstein, co-host of talkSPORT Drive, gets us underway. It is Goldstein and Bent against Jamie O'Hara from the Sports Bar and Gabby Agbonlahor, former Aston Villa striker. And already 15 love. So Darren Bent will be next to serve. Darren Bent, the most experienced paddle player out of these. O'Hara already trying to lift it over the net. O'Hara new to paddle. Says he has a pickleball court in his back garden, O'Hara, but whether that will help him, I'm not sure. Darren Bent claiming 30 love for him and Goldstein as he serves. And O'Hara once again puts the ball out, which is very difficult to do in paddle, but he's managed it twice already. Good shot from O'Hara. And that gets them back into it once more. So Bent to serve once more. This grudge match has been talked up so much on talkSPORT. O'Hara with the return now. Bent once again lifted by Agbonlahor. There's one for Bent to chase, and that's out, and O'Hara stunned because he doesn't know the rules of paddle. So the first game goes to Darren Bent and Andy Goldstein. We are playing a best of 3 sets. There'll be 6 games in each set. If it does go to a tie-break, it will be 1st to 7 if it is 6-all. And Goldstein finally getting his first feel of the ball. A decent shot there from Goldstein straight at O'Hara. In the build-up to this, O'Hara was saying he will target Goldstein as much as possible. An amateur pool player, Goldstein, that's all you really have on his sporting CV. And Bent showing his class once again. O'Hara, that's decent once again. So here's Agbonlahor to serve, the former Villa striker. You can often hear him on talkSPORT Breakfast, back over by Goldstein, who I would argue has quite an unorthodox style so far of refusing to play any backhand shots. Oh, decent shot there from Andy Goldstein, who is sponsored today by Goldstein's Golden Paste, his own hair wax company. Smells unbelievable, that stuff, I have to say. Goldstein to serve this time. It is Bent and Goldstein who are 2 sets to love up. Difficult start so far for O'Hara and Agbonlahor, but Agbonlahor there kissing his hand and raising it aloft because he's finally won a point. Goldstein to serve once more. Nice lob from O'Hara. Back in from Bent. Wonderful paddle. And Gabby Agbonlahor with the winning shot. Benty couldn't quite lift it over the net there. We were at PADEL in Canary Wharf this afternoon. We spoke to some of the staff who have said they were considering a ban for Darren Bent, given how much he does attend these courts. Couldn't quite show how much practice he's put in just then. So Goldstein on serve once more. .40-30 in this third game. Team drive on top at the moment as Agbonlahor lifts it towards the back. That's a nice shot from Bent. Volley from Agbonlahor. Lifted once more by Goldstein. And then into the net from Bent, so it goes to Juice. Goldstein at risk of losing his serve here. He was very much described as the weak link of team drive by Jamie O'Hara. If he loses his serve, it will do nothing for his confidence. So, advantage O'Hara and Agbonlahor. And out once again by Andy Goldstein. Goldstein lifts it to the back of the court. He won't want to lose his serve. Agbonlahor finding his rhythm. Goldstein with time, back across the court. O'Hara with a decent shot. And a scream of vamos, because they have their first game. 2-1 now. O'Hara and Agbonlahor on the board. The former Billericay Town midfielder, Jamie O'Hara, former star of Celebrity Big Brother. He knows what it's like to be under pressure. Serving to Goldstein, and once again an unforced error from the host of drive. Is O'Hara in his head? There was so much big talk from Goldstein before this match. Already some arguments taking place. There is spice to this fixture. Gabby has no idea where he should be standing on the court. Another argument about what was in and what was out. You should know, Benty, is what Jamie O'Hara is accusing his opponent of. O'Hara and Agbonlahor, huge underdogs coming into this, given the skill of Darren Bent. But 30-love up in this fourth game. O'Hara will have a second serve. Oh dear. What on earth was that from Andy Goldstein? It does mean that O'Hara and Agbonlahor are now level. It's 2-2. So they fought back from 2-love down. Now Bent to serve. This will be a test for them. Goldstein with an air shot. So love 15. Well, they said they would target Andy Goldstein, and at the moment that tactic seems to be working. Darren Bent is going to have to put some work in. That's a wonderful shot from O'Hara. Just lifts it over a motionless Andy Goldstein. Couldn't even get that big Barnet in the way. Bent with the serve once more. Lifts it towards the back of the court, and O'Hara replies. And it's 3-2. So O'Hara and Agbonlahor, and their tails are up as well. O'Hara looks like he means business. This game's easy. is the cry from Mr. O'Hara. There won't be, has anyone seen for him and Agbonlahor as it stands. They lead this first set by 3 games to 2, having come from 2-love down. Agbonlahor to serve. Dear, oh dear. Agbonlahor not getting the connection he needed at all there. Does play a bit of paddle, he was telling me, before this game. Not as much as Benty. Feels to me as if Darren Bent is the only one who has 3 mates to play with. Can't say the same for the rest of them. O'Hara into the net. Cry of frustration. And that is 3 games all now. So a tight first set so far. Remember, it is best of 3. But here's a test. Andy Goldstein, who lost his serve last time out, serving once again, holding the racket quite strangely, I must say. Huge shot there from Bent. That's how you win a point. Darren Bent meaning business. Benty looking like a right keno with a proper paddle t-shirt on. The rest of them all in black, looking like the stage crew. Here's Goldstein once more. If you've just joined the action, what a tight first set we have had so far. Goldstein and Bent, huge favourites coming into this, but they face some fierce competition. You are watching live on the talkSPORT YouTube channel, the talkSPORT World Paddle Championships. Goldstein rattled so far. He looks uncomfortable. And how long until Darren Bent loses his rag with his teammate? Here's Goldstein with the serve once again. Agbonlahor lifts it back. That's out from O'Hara, who certainly seems like the most competitive so far. It is 3 ex-professional footballers and Andy Goldstein, former amateur pool player, used to holding a cue. And certainly not a paddle racket from what we've seen so far. So 4-3 now to Bent and Goldstein, moving ahead in this first set. O'Hara on serve now. That's too long from Agbonlahor. O'Hara was saying during the warm-up, underestimate me at your peril. He then said, story of my life. I think he might have been talking about potentially his time on Celebrity Big Brother. As we welcome listeners from talkSPORT, you join us in a very tightly poised first set. It's at the moment Benty and Goldstein leading it by 4 games to 3, but O'Hara and Gabby battling back. It is their serve. It's 15-all at the moment, and I tell you what, the underdogs are playing very well indeed. They did go 2-love down. It looked like it was going to be a no contest, but the way they have battled back has been very impressive indeed. So this first set, very tightly poised. We are playing a best of 3. And at the moment in the first set, Benty and Goldstein lead O'Hara and Agbonlahor by 4 games to 3. We are live on the talkSPORT YouTube channel. O'Hara with a wayward shot once again. And it's now 5-3, so Benty and Goldstein taking control of this first set, and if they win this game, they will take that first set as well. And it's Bent to serve. O'Hara lifting it back, and that is excellent from Darren Bent. Knew when to power it home and wins himself the point. Into the net with his first serve though. Goes again, the former Sunderland striker. Decent shot there from Gabby Agbonlahor. Lifts his racket to the capacity crowd here on centre court. All three people who have come to watch. And two of those don't know who any of these players are. O'Hara maybe getting into his own head there. Or is it mind games? He's got the McEnroes about him so far. I do believe Andy Goldstein might be yet to hit the ball in this game. But it's 40-15, and if they win this, they will win the first set. It's out from O'Hara, and there is a touch of rackets between Benty and Goldstein. They take the first set. So it is Bent and Goldstein 1, O'Hara and Agbonlahor 0. Players just taking a break now. Remember, you can catch Andy Goldstein and Darren Bent every weekday afternoon from 4 o'clock on talkSPORT Drive, where they have been bigging up this game hugely. Jamie O'Hara on the sports bar alongside Jason Cundy every weekday from 10 o'clock until 1. He's also on the talkSPORT phone-in. And I believe O'Hara is asking me if he can swap Gabby out. Well, we can, but his only other option is Alan Brazil, who said that he might pop down a bit later on. That will be a real treat for us all. For the time being, though, it will be Agbonlahor alongside O'Hara. Need to fight back in this game. They find themselves 1-love down to Goldstein and Bent, who are hot favourites coming into today. Goldstein claiming that they would do well to come second in this contest. O'Hara not bad so far, though. But when will that fitness start to tell? Laughter at Andy Goldstein. He would say he's used to people laughing with him. Emphasis on he would say, but laughing at him just there after that shot. O'Hara just having a few problems with the power of his shots at the moment, hitting that backboard far too often. Bent stretching to make sure that the ball doesn't reach his partner Andy Goldstein. It's a good tactic, but on that occasion it didn't work. Goldstein, of course, recently tried to become a professional pool player. Another argument on court. Temperatures rising. So 1-love in the second set to Goldstein and Bent. Remember, if they win this set, they will have won the match. A very good start from them to break serve instantly. Work for O'Hara and Agbonlahor to do. That's excellent from Darren Bent. Pure class. Agbonlahor thought he had the answer, but Darren Bent smashing it from close range, much like he did on a football pitch. A man who never scored from outside the box in his professional career. I may have made that up, but you're going to believe me anyway, aren't you? Agbonlahor into the net. It's not looking good, this, at all, for O'Hara and Agbonlahor. And Darren Bent using that tactic of not letting Andy Goldstein touch the ball is making a huge difference. He is everywhere, Darren Bent, so far. He did actually ask if he could be partnered with a beach ball before Goldstein was offered to him. Such a partnership they struck up at Sunderland, of course. Into the net once again from O'Hara. And that bravado that Agbonlahor and O'Hara showed in the first set is slowly ebbing away at the moment. Goldstein wiping his brow. And that ball nearly hit us up here in the commentary box. Cheers for that, Benty. So 1-1 in this second set, finally poised. Just waiting for the ball to come back into play. Centre court here at PADEL, Canary Wharf. O'Hara to serve. That's straight out, we'll have another go. A groan from Darren Bent. That was there for the taking, but not quite good enough. (30-15). This could be a crucial game. O'Hara serves. Gabby against the back wall. So (15-40), and it will be a second serve for O'Hara. The pressure cranked up. So it's now 2-1 in this second set to Bent and Goldstein. O'Hara with a message for a teammate. I need more from you, Gabs, and he does. Goldstein giving it the big one, as usual. Apologies on the stream if you can't see the ball, it's just that they're hitting it so high it's going out of shot, as is this high quality game of paddle. Agbonlahor once again with the unforced error. Bent with a smile on his face as he goes to serve once more. And a big 3 on the hands of Darren Bent, because it is now 3-1 in this second set. And this one is really getting away from O'Hara and Agbonlahor, who we've affectionately called the under 40s. Goldstein into the net. Good start to this game, and they need this, O'Hara and Agbonlahor. Gabby serves, and that was out. I believe Agbonlahor's just asked if there is Hawkeye. I'm afraid there's not. So the first one was a let. They'll go again. That's 30 love now. So good game so far, this from Gabby and Jamie. If you've just joined us, this is the live stream of the talkSPORT World Padel Championships at PADEL Canary Wharf. You join us in the thick of the action. Gabby Agbonlahor and Jamie O'Hara trying to battle their way back into this game. They are 1 set to love down and 3-1 down in this second set. And there we go, there's one back, 3-2. They needed that, O'Hara and Agbonlahor. Agbonlahor nearly careering into the net there. Such was the strength of Darren Bent's shot. Agbonlahor, a former teammate of Darren Bent, they actually played Simon Jordan and Simon's business partner and lost that 2-1. I believe Simon's business partner played in a suit that day, which made it even more embarrassing for Benty and Agbonlahor. But Jordan accused of bottling it by Andy Goldstein. Not facing team drive today. We'll see how Simon responds to that. He's back with Jim White between 10 and 1 tomorrow morning. I'm sure he will have something to say. Goldstein serving once more, and not good enough that from Gabby Agbonlahor. Well, there's a lifeline for O'Hara and Agbonlahor. What can they do with it, though? (40-30). Once again, an argument about the serve from Darren Bent. O'Hara and Agbonlahor not happy. Remember, you can call talkSPORT Drive a bit later on today, 0371 722 3344 for your reaction to this huge grudge match. And they'll be taking your calls on the sports bar later, I'm sure, too. Cundy in his clown outfit, perhaps, if O'Hara can't find a way back into this match. Always worth a watch and a listen. (4-2) now to Bent and Goldstein in this second set. Good effort there from Jamie O'Hara. Well, such was Goldstein's confidence heading into this game. He turned up fairly late, missed the warm-up. Everyone was in their kit. He was in his chinos still and Nike Air Maxes. He actually said it would be the greatest upset in sporting history if O'Hara and Agbonlahor managed to win. Well, the biggest upset since Natalie Sawyer beat Darren Bent in the talkSPORT Dart World Championships a year ago. Keep your eye out for that, by the way. The talkSPORT Darts World Championships may well return before Christmas. I'm not sure what that was from Andy Goldstein, I'll be honest. Skipped through the air, completely missed the ball. And it is 4-3 now. O'Hara and Agbonlahor need a break. And I don't just mean a breather, which they certainly do. They need a break of serve. What a rally. And a cry of vamos in a Brummie accent from Gabby Agbonlahor. Like listening to Jude Bellingham, I'm sure, at Real Madrid. Out from Bent. That confidence is back with O'Hara and Agbonlahor. Love 30. Great serve though from Darren Bent. So 15-30. This is a crucial game in the second set of the talkSPORT World Padel Championships. The grudge match. The only match of these World Championships. That is excellent from Agbonlahor. Goldstein nowhere near it. And here we go. Chance to break the serve of Darren Bent. And there we go, 4-4 in this second set. What a fight back this is from O'Hara and Agbonlahor. Touch of rackets. They're back in this one. That is glorious from Darren Bent. Lovely forehand to the back of the court. Nothing that O'Hara or Agbonlahor could do about that. Lack of communication there between Jamie and Gabby. Ironic, given they are both radio presenters.
presenters doing a lot of heavy lifting, arguably. So Gabby gets us underway once more. .15.40. Goldstein and Bent storming into a hefty lead in this game. O'Hara once more though, and it now poised at 30-40. Big point this. Too long from Agbonlahor, so a second serve. If you're unfamiliar with paddle, you do have to serve underarm. As we welcome listeners from talkSPORT, and what a time to join us, because it is 4-4 in the second set. Goldstein and Bent took the first, so they are a set to love up, but as you join us, it is now 4-4 in the second set, and they are playing to find out who will get that ninth game, as Darren Bent hits a lovely forehand to the back of the court. This is to take this game potentially for Goldstein and Bent, but O'Hara and Agbonlahor are the ones celebrating. A big fist bump from Gabby Agbonlahor. The way they two have fought back in this game, having been underdogs on their way in, has been quite spectacular, really. You can watch the action live over on the talkSPORT YouTube channel. At the moment, it is Goldstein and Bent who lead by a set to love, and it is very, very tight in this second set. And Agbonlahor and O'Hara have just taken the ninth game, so they lead in the second set by 5-4. Now, what's going on here with Jamie O'Hara? He may be part of the under-40s team, but it looks like his back might have gone. Clutching his lower back. Is he just biding time? Is he just playing mind games? An awful first serve there from Andy Goldstein, prompting Agbonlahor to tell him it's the other side. What a fight back that was in the ninth game of the second set. Sweat starting to drip from all players on centre court here at PADEL. That's too long from O'Hara. Slams the net in frustration. And has a word with himself. That was a shambles. It's good from Bent, isn't it? Close quarters. He'll struggle to beat him from there. And Benty and Goldstein 40 love up. So a chance to take this second set to 5-all. Which they have taken. O'Hara to serve. .15 love. .15 all then. This could be crucial. It's unlucky there from Gabby Agbonlahor. If it hits the back wall on the side, that's okay. If it hits that wall just in front, that's not. And it is a point to the other side. If you are new to paddle, as Jamie O'Hara is, so O'Hara to serve once more. Far too long. By the way, no sign of Alan Brazil yet. He said he might pop down on the breakfast show this morning. Said he might be around Canary Wharf. He does like a few of the bars around here. No sign of him yet. But with the back problem that O'Hara used to have, he might find himself subbed in. And that would be some sight. You can hear Alan tomorrow morning, though, from 6 o'clock on talkSPORT. I'm sure they will be talking about the outcome of this match. Goldstein not quite showing his prowess there. Horrendous shot. That's better. What a shot from Agbonlahor, but it comes off the side. That was unlucky. Head in hands for Agbonlahor. Bent to serve once more. And the return too weak from Jamie O'Hara. And this has been devastating from Darren Bent and Andy Goldstein. Serve too long, but win this and they will take the set and the match. And there we have it. Andy Goldstein and Darren Bent embrace. They have beaten Jamie O'Hara and Gabby Agbonlahor by 2 sets to love. Straight sets, easy streak. But I tell you what, O'Hara and Agbonlahor in that second set in particular battled well, but it wasn't enough. Darren Bent lifts his arms to the sky. He's carried Goldstein, let's be honest, throughout the game. But in the inaugural talkSPORT World Padel Championships, it is Team Drive, Darren Bent and Andy Goldstein, who come out on top by 2 sets to love.